Sumo is a form of competitive full-contact wrestling that originated in Japan. It involves two wrestlers known as rikishi who attempt to force each other out of a circular ring, or to touch the ground with any part of their body other than the sole of their feet. Sumo wrestlers are known for their size and strength, and they typically weigh between 300 and 600 pounds. They wear a traditional Japanese loincloth called amawashi, which is the only clothing allowed during the match. Sumo has a long history in Japan and is considered a national sport. Professional sumo matches are held in a tournament format with 6 tournaments taking place each year. During a tournament, wrestlers compete in a round-robin format, facing off against other wrestlers with a similar win-loss record. The wrestler with the most wins at the end of the tournament is declared the champion of that division. The top-ranked wrestlers are known as yokozuna, and they are considered the highest level of achievement in the sport. In professional sumo, there are no weight classes. It's a savage sport where the strongest survive, and anyone willing to test their mettle can settle into the ring. There is, however, a minimum size requirement to be a pro sumo wrestler, and young Hinomaru Sumo, incredibly talented and hardworking though he may be, does not meet that requirement. This small boy has a big dream of reaching the highest class of sumo, Hinoshita Kaisen. The only way he could possibly go pro is if he become the high school yokozuna, a title given to the strongest sumo wrestler in high school tournaments. In today's video, we will be talking about Hinomaru Sumo. Hinomaru Sumo is a Japanese sumo manga series written and illustrated by Kawada. It was serialized from May 2014 to July 2019, with its chapter collected into 28 volumes. Later, a 24-episode anime television series adaptation produced by Gonzo, which was aired from October 2018 to March 2019.
He should have arrived by now.
I can personally vouch for his skill and guarantee you one day he'll be the top-ranked sumo wrestler.
A Sekitori in the making. I want him for my stable.
Master, he's coming this way.
Oh, it's about time.
I'm so sorry about being late. I got turned around on my way here. Oh, and thanks again for letting me train with you today.
Oh my god.
I get it. You're like his assistant, right? So is Ushio waiting for you to announce him?
Hinomaru Sumo is about Hinomaru Ushio, a new student who enrolled at Odachi High School and joined their very small sumo club with the intention of being yokozuna. But it appears fate isn't very kind to him because he's too small for the sport. Despite his disadvantage, Hinomaru makes up for it with training and strong spirit. Hinomaru is under a lot of pressure as well as a time limit. If he can show off his skills in the high school tournaments, he may lose his chance to go pro permanently, and the odds are stacked against him. Odachi High is the true underdog of the sumo world, but Hinomaru has to push forward with all his strength if he is going to make it professionally. And he's going to prove to everyone that you can still be a yokozuna even if you are not big enough.
Moderately successful isn't good enough for me. I intend to become a yokozuna, same as you. That's my reason for not giving up.
The plot is pretty straightforward and doesn't do much of a difference, but the characters pull enough weight that you don't even notice. You just want to see what's gonna happen next. The biggest thrill is watching this character fight. The way the fight scenes are animated kept me on the edge of my seat and wanting more. The premise is familiar to anyone who likes underdog sports stories. An undersized underdog wheels his way through overwhelming challenges as he strives to gain strength and become the best. In this regard, Hinomaru Sumo doesn't do anything different. It's the same story as Kuroko Basketball or Hajime no Ippo, and while the animation quality lags behind those two, it's just as good as they are. In fact, Hinomaru Sumo has pretty much the same intensity as Hajime no Ippo does. The fights are very intense and dramatic.
Here's your lesson. This is your full potential. A throw, a turn, something extra. A triple combo technique.
As a fan of sports and Shounen anime, I think that Hinomaru Sumo is actually quite original. There are all these anime that have already been done, such as football, basketball, boxing, baseball, and etc. But never in my life I thought there would be one about sumo. Every single time I watch an anime that is about a certain sport, I think it's great that these animes teach you about how the sports work as well. Hinomaru Sumo stands out with its original premise centered around the sport of sumo wrestling. It explores the world of sumo in a fascinating and authentic manner, shedding light on the traditions, training, challenges faced by sumo wrestlers. Even though the anime does not explain each and every details about sumo, can't blame them. Tradition in sumo is too vast to explain over a couple of shows. I can guarantee one thing, If you are fascinated by Japanese culture, this anime will open new doors for you.
As their official spokesman, I certify each sumo wrestler here trains to cultivate their spirit, technique, and body. The ring is 4.55 meters in diameter. Once inside, we will fight to the best of our abilities. Declared by me, Tsuyoshi Kanamori!
This show has everything you would expect from a sport anime. The matches have a lot of intensity, characters go through hardcore training while trying to find their reason for fighting. Opportunities are created not just through hard work, but also through tactics and strategies. The series also highlights the value of sportsmanship and respect within the world of sumo wrestling. Despite the fierce competition, wrestlers demonstrate respect for their opponents, their mentors, and the sport itself. This emphasis on respect serves as a valuable lesson in fair play and dignity.
He weighs as much as a mountain, but that won't stop me.
And break! Keep your feet exactly where they are.
He's bleeding all over the place. That's why they called a timeout.
On the bright side, at least Yuma's getting a breather.
Sorry, man. Are you okay?
It's nothing, no big deal.
Although the characters are stereotyped heavily, I can't deny that I do love them and especially their chemistry and interactions, as they all seem linked by the sport of sumo, which can be seen as following a lot of shonen tropes, but honestly it doesn't seem forced. Also, as a small guy, the MC make me hype, given the typical shonen tropes of a huge aspiration to achieve, but he's actually really likable I find. His insane determination and surprisingly charismatic side make him an MC I actually care about, and I wanna see what he does next. Like, I really wanna see if this short dude can become a Yokozuna. The side characters are great too, all the different types of fighters and personalities add the usual fun roster of friends. They aren't as strong and distinct as Hinomaru, but they are a nice complement. They give the right amount of backstory to keep you interested. While it's nothing out of the normal tropes, it's still portrayed well so you are on board. The cast contains a wide variety of characters, from people who are totally new to sumo to pros whose entire life center around it.
Not saying I'm even interested, but what if they choose me to go to the Old Japan? I'm so good I scare myself! Not again. Stupid nosebleeds.
Here,
Good timing, Suriko with the save.
my name's Chizuko.
The art style at first, it didn't truly catch my attention. It's not bad, but it's not that great either. However, when the sumo match are shown, wow, I was blown away. I love the way they use heavier and darker lines and palette during intense scenes and lighter one during comedic scenes. As someone who read the manga, I'm glad they are staying faithful to the original art.
At the same time!
6-point torso slide! Great serpent cleaver!
The opening and closing soundtrack is just awesome, and so well fitted with the anime as it gives some hype to the anime. And the sound effect is well done as well, as it gives you the feeling of being there when the fighting bout happen. And the sound of two men crashing their body to one another make it a next level experience for the viewers. To conclude, I highly enjoy this series because I'm a huge fan of sumo, and Hinomaru Sumo existence is just like icing on the top for my love of the sport. It's a good awareness on sumo itself, from the training to the fight. It gives us the feeling of being a sumo wrestler. There are anime released before about sumo, but none of them caught my attention like this one did. But the series did kinda have its own storytelling compared to the manga, and the series kinda end a bit rushed, so I suggest to read the manga too. Guys, what do you think about Hinomaru Sumo? Do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? Do you see it as a good sport anime like I do? Or do you have another way of looking at it? Let me know that kind of stuff in the comment below. If you want to talk about sumo in the comment section, do let me know. I'm down to talk. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more. Tooga out.